Hello, hello, and welcome back to another episode of You Are the Masterpiece, where we keep inviting everybody who is ready to join the conversation, where we are talking that we do not have to be perfect as long as we are taking the effort. And we are the work in progress and the masterpiece at the same time. And if this is the first time you're tuning in, hello and welcome to the world of beautiful manifestation, magic, and everything in between. My name is Irina Portnova, and I'm the host of this beautiful podcast. And I keep bringing these amazing guests that share their expertise and whatever resonates with you. We would love you to comment, to like, and share with somebody who might benefit from this episode. And today in the studio, I have Gulnara Askerova. Gulnara, welcome.
Thank you, Rina. This is I'm so happy to be here with you. To be honest, for a long time, I didn't have any. No, I did have opportunities, but I just didn't take these opportunities to go live and talk about what I love to talk about.
I love that. Yeah. And tell a little bit about yourself and who you are helping.
Sure. I am Gulnara. I am Gulnara coaching, and women come to me when coffee stopped working, when pushing
Mm.
through stopped working. But they still have a dreams, they still have a desires, they still have a passion to do what they love. But this part of physical energy, not to have enough physical energy, holding them back. And this is where I am come with my expertise of how improve your body throughout midlife. That's what I do. I am a woman in the midlife. I'm 58. I am mother of two adult, 25 and 23. My husband retired and he's very happy. I am caregiver
Mhm.
of my 85 years old mother, and that's shortly about me. Also, I am movement junkie. I love to move. I love to dance. I love to run. And now I am lifting.
Beautiful. Look at you. I love that. Awesome. So let's talk a little bit because today's topic, and I'm sure it resonates with many, why your body stop responding after 40, right? And obviously we are focusing on women, right? So tell a little bit about what was your personal experience, because I guess when we are helping people in some areas, this is something that we feel that we might experience on our own, and now we are here to share with others.
Absolutely. With our first students, actually, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's actually happened twice in my past 11 years. First time it was about 11 years ago when I um, was in a lot of pain, a lot of stress, and I couldn't understand why, and I couldn't do things I love to do in this particular scenario running. But I was lucky enough to find support and help and figure it out. And one of the first things, of course, it's removing the stress, like
Mm-hmm.
emotional stress from my body, what everything I hold in my body. That was one of them. And second, of course, that was nutrition. I changed what I eat. That really increased my physical energy. 10
Mm-hmm.
years after, I hit that wall again, not about the energy, but the feeling like my body. I thought I figured it out, right? 10 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
I built the foundation, everything working for me. And suddenly I couldn't understand why I am gaining weight as I am training for half a marathon. So there is
Mm-hmm.
no um, no
Explanation.
answers I could get there.
Mm-hmm.
No logical answers like this is
Mm-hmm.
not possible, or questions why I wake up already bloated. How that possible? Like
Mm-hmm.
I didn't eat throughout night.
Mm-hmm.
Or I was telling my husband, it feels like I go in bed, I sleep, but I don't sleep for 6 months.
Mm,
That's what started. This is the first time I started to see that body stopped responding, and now that it's like healthy eating, healthy diet, movement, whatever I knew the before used to work, it suddenly stopped working.
mm,
And that's when I have to rebuild my body again. It's actually didn't happen 10 years after. It was happening maybe 7 years after the my first experience of rebuilding my body, rebuilding my physical energy, rebuilding my lifestyle. So, and that's happened about 3 years ago, 4 years ago that I started again. And that's as a matter of fact, I still working on
mhm.
rebuilding, finding tune with my body, and that's what I help with.
I love it. I love it. So give us some tips, right? Because if somebody is watching and they are also going through the same symptoms, same experience, and let's just share like what to look for and what are some of the steps that people can take.
First, slow down. There's
Mm-hmm.
nothing wrong with you. Your body not broken. It just updated. You know,
Mm-hmm.
when our phone updates overnight and we're just putting right updating, we wake up and suddenly buttons are laid up differently, emails
Mm-hmm.
different,
Totally, right?
right? You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then what do you think? You're not thinking that something wrong with my phone. You're thinking I need to learn how to
Mm-hmm.
use those new updates.
Mm-hmm.
So, number one tip, stop blaming yourself, because that's what I see all the time. Women thinks it's something wrong with them, that they lazy, that they not disciplined enough, they're not working hard, they need to do better and more, they're not doing enough, right? We're all
Mm-hmm.
guilty in that.
Right.
But this is number one tip. Your body change. What you need to start learning, and that like I mentioned before, fine tune with your body what is actually happening. And if we're talking about midlife, most likely that's a time when perimenopause, postmenopause comes to the stage. So that's the when your body going through dramatic shifts, but it's not necessarily bad things. So let's not to put the labels of bad things. You just have to be kind to yourself, to understand what's happening in order to make some changes and shifts to feel better.
Mm-hmm. I love that. You know what? As you are sharing that, what I wanted to ask you, did you have somebody to help you on your journey?
And the first one, yes, I had someone who helped me. Even, even I went for different reason, like, oh, I couldn't run, I what I do, my body hurts, I couldn't even, I was ballroom dance instructor, I couldn't even lift my leg, everything hurts. And when orthopedics was telling me you need to stop running, even though never told me what are really wrong with my knees, with my hips, just stop running, running is bad for you. And but I just didn't believe it, and I kept searching, and I found a local physical therapist who found the reason. It's all about mobility, it's all about flexibility, and it's all about nerve system. So he educated me about that, and I mean, spent quite a bit years, probably about 3 4 years, seeing him. But my first, I felt better first probably 3 months. After the 3 months seeing him and working on my body, and he taught me a lot about nerve system, a lot about stress, and this is when I changed lifestyle as well.
Yeah.
Thank
Go
you. How about
Tyson.
you?
Yes. Hey,
Yes.
Tyson. It's great to see you with us. Yeah, I'm happy that resonates with you. Yes, absolutely. So, Gulnara, tell us a little bit more as, like, were any fears around, and how did you deal, like what exactly, like I remember you said you changed your diet, you changed the way that you are approaching everyday life. Can you give us some, daily routines that you implemented that actually help you?
Well, yeah, it's hard to tell right now. There is no really one formula that fits
Mm-hmm.
everyone. It definitely has to be done more conversation, but I can share what works for me. As I mentioned before, what was 10 years stopped working. I have to figure it out. I learned that first things in the morning, eat proper breakfast with a good amount of protein I need. So for everybody will be different. That gives me boost for entire day. I can say I have energy from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. because of prioritizing first meal,
Mm-hmm.
breakfast. And to be honest, I tried everything. I tried intermittent fasting. I tried Whole 30. I tried all the things. And when everybody was pushing intermittent fasting, this is the like golden mine. It's I couldn't perform. I couldn't run. I was weak and not having energy. So and then I learned about my. I remembered, not learn. I remembered that what I love, and
Mm-hmm.
I always loved breakfast more than any other meals of the day. Breakfast
Mm-hmm.
was always favorite meal of day. So when I started bringing back what I love, what my body actually
Yeah, asking for. Mm-hmm.
asking for, exactly
Mm-hmm.
asking for, and what my body need, I started to feel much better. So, and you probably there is so much information, ladies. I'm sure if you in the midlife, you scrolling all the time, right? And you hear about protein. There is
Mm-hmm.
a lot of reasons why you need that, and one of them the because when we in the midlife, when we go through menopausal changes, our body asking more protein to balance our hormones, to balance insulin, to balance cortisol, to have a more to sustain our muscles. That we lose the muscles. You want to be stronger as we age, not skinny.
Mm-hmm. Tyson is saying, my first sign of menopause was my neck area changed dramatically. I wonder if other women know what I experienced.
Oh, that's interesting. Never heard about neck, but I know about muscle aches. Yes, the joints ache.
Mm-hmm.
We experience more.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, not a lot of us knew that with declining of a woman's hormone, we losing anti-inflammatory effect of those hormones. And when we lose that, the pain increases, inflammation increases. And that's part of it, probably what happening to you, Tyson, about the um, neck
Neck.
area. What I don't know what you mean about neck area. Is it tightness, is it pain, or what exactly? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, great, great. Yeah, Tyson let us know what exactly. Yes, so we are gonna break for a short break and we will be right back. Stay tuned. We are coming back. All right, and we are back with Gulnara Askerova, continuing our beautiful conversation, how our body is changing after we are 40 and what to do about it. And Tyson is saying about the neck, because we were talking about the neck. She says it was larger than normal.
Well, again, I'm not be able to give you diagnosis as anything. I don't do that kind of work. But increases the weight, not weight, yeah, weight distribution, fat distribution, that possible. You know, that's the first things we see, the woman gaining belly, arms. I have more fat on my arms than was before, right? And then maybe this area, that's when your body's storing those things, or maybe some kind of inflammation. I don't know. But to be honest, see, I'm going to add another symptoms in my list.
Yeah,
There is,
yeah.
see, different 70 up to 70 different symptoms women experience during this time.
Yeah, and you know what, from this conversation, Tyson, thanks so much for sharing. It just, to understand that each body is so individual. And the more we are learning and kind of tuning in to see, what works for us, like you mentioned, Gulnara, um, not everybody can have the same path, but it's all about the willingness to explore and see what resonates, because again, we are all navigating through our own individual biorhythms, right? Again, talking about energy, everything is energy. We are made out of energy, and everybody's energy is super super unique, right? And it's all more about tuning in and connecting with what is something that works for me. And it goes like through the experiment, right, process. And tell us a little bit more, how do you work with women?
You know, first of all, I want to say I totally agree about experiment. That's when, by the way, when I worked with women, I often telling them your body is experimental lab and it's
Mm-hmm.
free.
Mm-hmm.
You can try it's yes, it's a try and error things. You try, see how it works. You know, in this world, in AI world, there is so many quick fixes. Some of them work, some of them I don't know, probably not. Some of them I actually, to be honest, none of them I believe. This is whether my weakness or strength, I don't know, but I don't it's cool stuff. It's cool stuff. AI creating peptides. Okay, that's great. If it's working for you, awesome. But I do believe that our body have own resources. It's not going to be quick, and especially now in the midlife. Yes, I'm sorry. I'm going to be straightforward. It's not going to be quick. You have to take time and explore. You have to see what nutrition working for you, what not. That's how I work with my clients. First, through nutrition, what food works for your type of body and what not. What gives you energy, basically. Hey, I'm going to be
Mm-hmm.
open right now. What gives you energy? And what
Mm-hmm.
takes energy away? You quickly will find out. Just go and do the tracking for 3 days, not counting calories, but tracking your physical energy after every meal and see is it working for you or not. If you're yawning and sleeping and tired, probably it didn't work for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then when I work with my clients, there's a second like a pillar. It's movement. Movement is changed too. We not necessarily have to do hard work like we used to, right? Eat less and
Mm-hmm.
work out more. And you have to think about building your strength, your muscle strength, work toward your bone density. So work toward your future 80 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how we work. The third one, third pillar, stress management. Unfortunately, when we're going through this stage, it's not only outside the stressors we have, but now we have internal stressors because it's a change of your body create that as well. So your body going through stress too. So you have to be super kind to yourself in this stage, not the blame and be harsh.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, throughout all this three pillar, the big things is mindset. right? I told you early, you don't want to be skinny, you want to be strong. That's the number one I have to reteach myself. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
want to have this extra things on my belly, right? I didn't want to have the arms like this, but this is probably where I'm going to be. And but I am still working. I'm working toward myself when I'm going to be 80 years old. I want to get up from chair from with one try, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of work I'm doing as well, the mindset shift.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful, beautiful. Do you want to share one of your clients' success story?
Yes, I want to talk about one particular person who's we had a actually coffee chat. She's an entrepreneur as well, and we talked about. And when I shared what I do, her mouth really was open. She said, "Oh my God, I am going through menopause." She's realized, and she become quickly become my client, and we start working, and she increased her physical energy right away in probably less than a month, and even drop a few pounds only because she changed what she eats and decrease her inflammation. And I remember she was sharing to me, "Oh my God, not only I feel better, I started attracting opportunities. People reach out to me for
Mm-hmm.
the opportunities to teach, to do the things." Isn't it amazing? That's how it works.
It
When you,
is, right?
yeah, when you're
Mm-hmm.
saying yes to
To
yourself,
yourself. Yes, yes,
more,
yes.
you pro in that. You can continue.
Yeah, totally. Like opportunities just unfold. Yeah.
Yes. And
Mm-hmm.
that was amazing. I can share another one. Women often think I need to stop moving when I'm in pain, and that causes issues too. Women trying to rest instead of actually continue movement. It could be
Mm-hmm.
anything, right? It doesn't have to be harsh. And this is same thing. Client came to me with afraid to do more because old injuries, and we implemented a little bit of our time. But of course, we started with nutrition. She first month she lost a few pounds, and those pounds are not just like fat loss; it's more inflammation loss. When you removing the food that doesn't work to you anymore, your inflammation, your body calms down, right? You internally, and that decrease her pain. And we work toward her keep walking, keep doing things that she's afraid, be kind to yourself, calm her nerve system, because her nerve system was fired up. She was afraid doing things that are going to bring pain, but we
Mm-hmm.
still did it. And guess what? I think after working together, after probably 8, maybe 7, 8 months, she was going for 9 miles hike and no pain. She was working on a farm. She loved earth, doing on the farms, and she felt very strong. That's a
Such a
gift.
beautiful.
That's
Yeah.
her gift. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Beautiful, beautiful outcomes. So, Gulnara, do you want to give something like one tip that women can start doing right after watching this episode? What is something you would want to give them one thing to maybe observe, maybe test something, maybe try something so they can actually start going on that path and discover?
In this, as I mentioned, in this world when it's so noisy there and everybody telling you what to do, I want you sit down with yourself and true without any noise, maybe being quiet, maybe meditate. I don't know what is true, maybe pray, and ask your own body what it wants right now. It may
Mm-hmm.
be not one things, but you pick one only thing. Maybe your body say drink more water. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
your body gonna say wake up at 5, go for walk. Maybe your body will say put the phone down at 7 p.m. So it
Mm-hmm.
can be very small. It's not about 100 supplementation and hard workout and eat clean.
Right.
Find something small, and guess
Mm-hmm.
what? That small gonna create bigger impact. But start something small, but yours, what your
Mm-hmm.
body's saying, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That would be my, I think,
That's
first.
a beautiful, beautiful tip. And reach out to Gulnara. We have the links. Reach out and connect with her and see if she can actually advise what to do for you, to give you the tips or to work with her. Gulnara, thank you so so much. It was such a pleasure to have this conversation. And for anybody who is tuning in and feel like this would be great for someone you know, just please share, because again, that's why we are doing these discussions, because more and more people can benefit somebody who's on a similar path. And Gulnara, thank you so so much, and everybody, we'll see you on the next episode. Bye
Bye.
now.